Welcome to Culture Works, Module 4. Working Together. A focus on cultural intelligence. This module focuses on understanding and working better with cultural differences. We have previously touched on emotional intelligence. This session will introduce cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence is the ability to relate and work effectively in culturally diverse situations. It's the capability to cross boundaries and prosper in multiple cultures. This module will help you to be aware of and acknowledge cultural value differences, and identify and discuss how to work better with cultural value differences in the workplace. Watch the following video and think about how you can increase your cultural intelligence.
How much do you really know about the culture of your colleagues in your workplace? What cultural characteristics can influence your colleagues' behavior and how they interact with you and others?
When we really hear the intensity of the refugee experience, or the mother whose son is intellectually challenged, or the family who are struggling to take care of a parent with dementia, the mum or dad who work in mining and only get to see their partner and kids for 1 week a month. It can open our minds to what the most important thing is in life: people and relationships. The experience can be enriching. We don't need to know it all, we just need to be a willing participant and know the right questions to ask. So how do we increase our cultural intelligence? It begins with understanding your own culture, such as how your own culture helps you, or when it hinders you, when it gives you knots or causes you to miss opportunities. According to Julie Middleton, there are some key factors. It is more than understanding other cultures. Activity time. Choose the pair of shoes that you think matches the photo of the person that drew them. What are your reasons for matching each pair of shoes with the person that you chose? What is it about the person or the photo that helped you to make your choice? Check out the shoes that match the person who drew them. How many did you get? Click on the name of each person to understand why they drew their chosen shoe. You will only develop cultural intelligence if someone trusts you enough to reveal it to you, and that you will not judge them based on your own cultural perspective. Trust can develop when others are observed standing up or speaking up in the presence of cultural intolerance. We are making an assessment with little information, just images. There is no feedback, and we don't have the opportunity to ask questions. The reality is that we make assessments of people we meet every single day based on what we see. Consider your responses. Did your explanations reflect what the person had to say about their drawing?
Experts say it takes between 5 and 15 seconds for someone to form a first impression about a person, and it takes even longer to change that perception. In this reflection activity, we will explore how culturally in tune we are. Record a journal entry to describe the following: how you have felt when someone has made an incorrect assumption about you. How did you react? And what will you do differently going forward? Pause the video and go to your journal, Module 4, Section A, and record your thoughts. Everyone has their own diverse characteristics, skills, and qualities that they add to the workplace. These are all influenced by our diverse backgrounds, like cultural diversity, gender identity and expression, race, ethnicity, age, education, disability, religious affiliations, sexual orientation, personality, family and upbringing, and many more diverse aspects. When we identify and recognize the uniqueness of these attributes, we can use this to influence the way we create inclusive workplaces.
According to Forbes, the more inclusive the workplace, the higher the well-being of its staff.
As highlighted by Julia Middleton, understanding what is in our core and flex can help us to develop our cultural intelligence by developing trust. If we can create a safe cultural space to unpick our knots and have those hard conversations, we can connect with each other and show a genuine interest in what's important. We can begin by exploring our own core values of culture and have a better understanding that we do not see things through the same cultural lens. As highlighted in Module 1, this can also happen between people from within the same cultural group. Not all Chinese people eat rice, especially if they have grown up in a foreign country, such as Australia. Remember, we are all unique individuals. Cultural values can be presented on a continuum as two extreme positions, such as individualism versus collectivism. An individual perspective is, I am responsible for making the decisions for myself, independent of what anyone else may think. While someone with a collectivist perspective will make important life decisions based on the needs of the group.
Another example is an activity versus people approach to working. Some people prefer to focus on one task at a time, whereas others will drop everything to help someone with a task as it comes up. Some people have a direct communication style, which encourages open and straightforward discussion, whereas others prefer an indirect way of communicating. For example, indirectly answering a question that might cause tension. Think about where you would place yourself on the scales. An example of this can be shown through culture impacting views on time. Some believe in polychronic time, that is, time as an unlimited good. This is the view that life doesn't follow a clock. Things happen when they are supposed to happen. This has a focus on taking time to build personal connection and fostering human interaction. On the opposite side of the continuum, some believe in monochronic time, which treats time as a precious commodity that should not be wasted. In this view, it is essential to arrive to work and meetings on time out of respect for everyone's time commitments. Think about where you sit on the scale, based on your culture's values and beliefs. What challenges might you face if you were working with someone who is at the opposite end of continuum to where you have scored? Working with difference can be difficult. If we understand the value base of other cultures, we can choose a better way of engaging with each other. We can create an inclusive workplace by embracing diversity, being open to opportunities, being an inclusive leader, and creating equity by recognizing that each person has different circumstances and allocating the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome.
Show a genuine interest in learning about yourself and others.
Learn to trust each other enough to share your perspectives. You don't have to agree, just appreciate the difference and find a way forward.
Make sure you are viewing diversity and cultures through the lens of the person you are working with. Think about what you need to say or do to respond appropriately.
Congratulations on completing Module 4. Now on to the next module, which has a focus on removing barriers.